Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a great day. I'm wishing you all a happy weekend. Getting late here, late evening. Um, have a few topics to discuss and to share my thoughts, opinion, and here it goes. So the first one is that, oh my gosh, we've been having so much earthquakes all over different countries so much recently. We had the Venezuela one, we had the Colombian one. I think I heard one was in Spain, Japan, Indonesia, and now Peru. I'm like, what's going on? Is it the end of what they call end of times? If you're a believer and spiritually in tune, it's crazy. I was watching the video today with the buildings. It was a brick building swaying back and forth in Peru. It didn't collapse, but there were buildings nearby collapsing because you saw the smoke, people running. Even though I don't speak the language, I can hear the distress in their voice, the terror. You can hear. I heard a man like crying because I was thinking maybe his loved ones were trapped in that building. So it was sad to see, you know, but it is scary, that this is going on. Um, let's see. The next topic is Harry and Meghan. Surprise, surprise. I hear they're moving back to UK, after all that drama that they moved away and, the unfair treatment and so forth. So now they're moving back. And I was thinking, well, maybe, Harry and Meghan wants to be closer to um, his mother, Diane's family. And I think he had a brief meeting with his father, and his father is sick too. So maybe, he's raised over there and maybe he missed it. But I hope, Meghan, hopefully she can find happiness, stay out of the limelight, and they're supposed to be very independent this time. They won't have the roles that they had prior to leaving because they gave that up. They're buying their own house, and I hear that their kids will be going to school there. So let's pray for them and hope that goes well. Okay. um what else, guys? Oh, this aide that works for Trump been in the news, all week. I believe her name is Natalie Harp. And then they have these letters that were leaked, and some of the podcasts and people have been listening sound like love notes, and her devotion and care is expressed in these letters. But I was listening to one podcaster. He was reading, like, I guess one of the letters he got his hands on, word for word, right? And it just sounded like she had like low confidence, and trying to be the best aide ever. Um, and it just sounded like she had, because she apologized a lot in the letter, like low confidence. And what got me is that I saw her brother in one of these news stations, can't remember which one right now, and he was talking about her, and I was kind of surprised because he put her in a negative light, and you are her sibling, and you would think that he would have enough care for his sister, maybe be reaching out to help guide her, assist her, see what's going on. I just didn't like that her brother was talking about her, you know, all the family secrets is out in the open. If I was her siblings, I'd be like calling her up. Hey sis, I'm coming to Washington. You want to have lunch? Let's talk about what's going on in your life. You know, try to guide her and help her. If something going on upstairs, it's, just to see what's going on, what is her thoughts. But that's my opinion. I just didn't think he should have done that. It's getting so dark here, but I have the lights off because, guys, it's a heat wave. And my daughter had me out there walking, exercising, and I just got back and I'm hot. So the lights, I'm like to have the fan on, air AC, y'all. So if you see me sweating, it's because I'm hot. And let's get back to yeah, the Natalie Harp thing. There's something going on there. And the last thing I want to say, I saw Melania, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is back. They said she hasn't been in the White House. Well, nobody have seen her for 30 days. And suddenly she's back, and she was giving a speech, and she says, I heard y'all miss me, you know. I got to be honest, I don't think Trump's wife wants to be there. I don't think she was thrilled when he won again, because the first time around wasn't that great for her. I don't even think she wants to have anything to do with the White House. I just think she wants to be left alone to live her life. And especially, I heard Iran was threatening her, his family, and all of that. She probably just don't want to be there. That's honestly when I look at her. So I can understand that. I can understand that. So yes, that's all I have to share today, guys. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. If you like what I say, hit like, share. You all have a great weekend. Bye.